hang out. Oops. Hey. Let me get in here and get shared. Alright, why is this not... Oh my Lord, there we are. Okay. Hey Cindy, waiting for them to share me out.
I'm going to watch, comment, be there. Enjoy, relax, have fun.
And you just heard Ken. Hey Lisa.
Hi Lisa. Hi Lisa.
Ken is yelling hello.
I'm not one.
Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining all of us. I hope you've been watching all day. Still have a few more wonderful crafters for the Wild Honey Midnight Blush event. Hey Amanda. Hi Rebecca. Hi Sandy. Hi Stephanie. Yeah, you heard Ken. He was going to come in here and read questions for me, but he's now out there and I have stuff here so he has nowhere to sit. Oops. Anyway, I would like to thank Honey Bear Creates Stephanie and Wild Child Mercantile Lois for having me for this event. And so I don't forget, and I believe I have this correct, following me is Bootsy and Buttons Designs with Sarah. So, hi Debbie, hi Brenda, hey Norma. By the power of the magical fairies that do prepping, I did some prepping so y'all didn't have to sit here and watch total paint drying. So as we go, we are going to do, I'm going to call it like a keepsake. And I like to use these sponges, and I need to take these off so I can see. So we're going to take the sponge, and I'm just going to start sponging this with the caviar and get this finished. Did I miss somebody? If I do, I apologize. I see Ken saying hi to Cindy. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate it. And if there's anybody on here that you are not following, please follow because it helps us all. And we all greatly appreciate it. And I feel we are one big happy family. We all share tips and tricks. So you learn something from all of us, good, bad, or otherwise. I say bad because sometimes I do oopses. Need to hold that. Anyway, I also like to use these sponges because I believe instead of just a paintbrush, I don't know if y'all can see, it kind of gives you like a little texture to it. And I don't know if you all have gotten, I've been trying to watch everybody since this morning, and I may have had to bleep out here and there for a few minutes, but everybody has been doing an amazing job. Did miss Stephanie though, but she had a storm, so she didn't get to come on. It took out her... Well, I appreciate it, Stephanie. It is, I'm calling it a keepsake box. But you can, if you had it, you could call it a decorative box. But since I was doing this, I thought, man, if I sat here and paint this whole thing, plus some of the other stuff that I was doing for this box, y'all are going to be going, are we going to watch paint dry throughout the whole process? So I had the little magic prep fairies come in and start doing some prepping. Yes, I have watched all of them, except for maybe a few minutes here and there, and I think everybody's done an awesome job. And everybody is so creative. Pick a favorite. Now, my imagination, but I thought I saw like a little blip or something going through here. Hi, Carla. Welcome. That was weird because I caught it out of the corner of my eye and it looked like something just kind of like blipped or flashed or something. That was weird. So you are going to get to watch a little bit of paint drying right now. Sorry. And keeping with this theme, I got my Border Terrier pink hat. And a friend of mine made this for me a little while back because I took it and I said, I don't think I have anything pink. And then I went, oh, yeah, I do have some pink. So I was happy about that. So, Stephanie, do you have all your internet power, all that back? Now, I'm just making sure right now that I did cover and there's no white showing. Hello, Deb. Welcome on in. I'd say I almost forgot to do this side. That wouldn't have been good. Plus, the other reason why I like to use these sponges is because I feel that they don't leave on some of your surfaces like the paint strokes. But I am hoping with some of the prep that because there's a couple things that I want to share and show you all. So I'm hoping that I don't run out of time. I know I have plenty right now, but you know how that all goes sometimes. Okay, I think I got everything, so we're going to close this up. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome on in. I'm going to toss that over in my bucket. I keep water wipes around because I love them. Hi, Mickey. Hi, Melanie. I feel like I missed something. I'm sorry if I did. Want to get this black off of me, and then we're going to dry this. For some reason, me and black don't get along. It just wants to cover me up. And just so everybody knows, it was the Dixie Belle Caviar that I'm using. Oh, well, stay safe. We have some coming in, and some friends of ours were saying that they saw on the news that there's like this big storm coming, and they're not 100% sure where it's going to be hitting, and then like anywhere from tomorrow to the next couple days. And I'm like, oh, please stop with all this already. We've had so much rain and storms. Thanks for throwing snowballs. I appreciate it. And I said, you know, I remember back when I was a kid, April showers bring May flowers. And I thought, man, with all the rain we all have had, we should be covered with beautiful, beautiful flowers everywhere. So I'm tilting this because as I'm drying it, I can see where it's totally dry. Hi, Ronnie. Again, if there's anybody on here that y'all are not following, please follow. I'm we had a blip out here. Hopefully not. It's not starting here. Can be on backup if it does. It's like a black box instead. It is a black box. It's not like a black book though. There's not a lot of phone numbers of, you know, for me it would be a bunch of men in here. No, 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 no. I just had a little blip, Ken, so stay on standby here. Yes, everybody did some really, really awesome projects today. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Hey, Vicky. Okay, let's put that down. Now, are you ready? By the powers of the fairies, there's our pink. Doo, 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 doo. And what we're going to do, I'm going to use this to hold the lid. I am going to take, and I got this off of Vintage Digital Roots. They're free printables and Lisa Siegel. So our lady is going to go on the inside here. But before I do that, I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm going to get my handy dandy water pen and take some of this off. And I did not use rice paper this time. I just used regular paper to print it. I do love rice paper. That's my... So has everybody had a good day so far today? And if you have, or do you have any plans for this weekend? Since it's a long weekend for most. Anybody grilling out or anything like that? Not particularly. I know I'm missing some comments. Ken, I hope you're getting some of the comments for me. Little helper there. So, I was fortunate enough. I told Ken, I said, something happened. My regular iPad that I usually use, for some reason, was not charging. I don't know if the cord or whatever happened. Luckily, I still had my old iPad, so I was able to pull that and put it up here. I thought, good gravy. Supposed to... So I really like this lady. I thought about doing it, the little keepsake box a little bit differently. I thought originally about doing maybe it pink on the outside and black in the inside, and I had a lady that was all in pink. But then I thought, well, that might get dirty too fast. So we're going to stick her in here. And I'm going to get some Mod Podge. And because I just saw that blip out again. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is. It's been fine all day while I've been watching everybody, and now it's going to cause some little issues. What the hey? So I'm just taking some Mod Podge in here, and I think I'm saying it correctly this time because I have a habit of saying Mod Podge. I think we got enough. Now, I like to dry mine. I'm glad you didn't. I don't know what the deal is because all day it's been perfect. I don't know how many has watched before. When there was one time, because Ken used to come on when he was on his days off, and he would do crafting. My husband, or some people know, hi Tina, thanks for sprinkling, know him also as my friend. And the reason, before I go into the rest of it, he was known as my friend is because Laura from Piney Creek Market couldn't think of his name, so she called him my friend. But one time he was doing a live, and the whole thing just went. So I had to, and couldn't get it back on, so I had to pull up my phone, and I stood here and held it while he did his event, because he was in an event. Okay, now I'm going to take this little guy, my little cricket here, we're going to put him in here. And I'm using a Teflon sheet, but you can use parchment paper if you don't have a Teflon sheet. Right? And I can't even remember how long was left in that event for his time period. But I stood there for a while, and I'm like, oh, flipping out. But here's our girl. Turn that off. Ken, are we getting rain or something already, or high winds, or what? I don't understand. Why? Welcome, Lori. You would like a mystery box event? Yeah, I stood there for like 20 minutes. Yeah, it felt like forever, but... Okay, I do want to show you all something while we're waiting for my heat gun to totally heat up. I thought this was pretty cool. I took, which you'll see here in a second, some rice paper. And then I don't know if anybody, I believe I got these at Michael's. It's called Craft Smart Shimmer Spray Paint. And this one's a pink, gold, or rose. And I took the rice paper, shook this all up, and then I just started spraying all over on the rice paper. And you can do as little or as much as you want. And then instead of just letting it sit there and dry, I just took the hair dryer or heat gun and dried it all up. But for the sake of purposes of moving on here, we are going to move this off onto the side and let it dry. But I'll show you what it turned out like, because I also added, and this is going into the box. So I don't know if y'all can see it. And then there's like a little letter on here. And the little letter on here says, when I wasn't that strong, you were a gift. I made a wish towards the sunset, hoping that you will appear by my side. When I grow up to be strong and beautiful, I know that I am a gift, and I wish you a better version of me. And then it goes on like that. It's just like a little letter to yourself type of thing. But I thought that was pretty cool. And this is what I used again, just in case y'all want to take a screenshot. They have different colors. It's the Craft Smart, and it was from Michaels. And it's basically just paint spray. I want to hold this so you all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take some of this, and we're going to put trim around our lady. And I'm going to have to stand up some so we can measure this. And since we got 4 sides, I'm going to take this and cut this. Thanks, Ronnie. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. And I'll be honest, it was the first time I tried it, and I thought, well, it's either going to do it or it's not, and it worked out nicely. And like I said, you can just leave it sit over and dry, or I just used my heat tool and dried it. Not cut myself. The scissors almost slipped. That wouldn't have been good. Hi, Lori. I don't know if it's you or us flickering in and out. I haven't flickered for a little bit, so hopefully it's not me. Because I can see it flash here and flash there when it's been doing it. So far, so good. Hi, James. Hello, Sheila. Okay, now let's see if our gun looks like it's ready. Oh, I was talking about you the other day, James, on my live. It was like a question and answer type of thing. My gun ain't totally up yet, so we're going to go to some stick fast and see how that works. They asked me, did I just drop that? Yes, I did. And guess what? I can't see it for the life of me. But I got it. Anyway, we had like a little question and answer type of thing. They were asking me questions. Because you're famous. Probably shouldn't have used a quick fast because now I'm going to have it all in my fingers. I thought that was pretty good. You're famous. Let's see if this is ready. Yep. Yeah. This is, ow. Did you see that jump, y'all? Can you take a guess what just happened? I've never had that happen before, but I moved my gun and it dripped on my leg. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Spider webs. Somebody today was saying that they were told if you put, I guess, the glue sticks in the freezer, it helps from all, like, the spider webs. Well, I had saw somebody say that, oh, if you put a little bit of Vaseline around the tip here of your glue gun, it won't do it. Nah, I tried that. It did not work. You've never burnt? Well, we all know that's not true, Kenny. Ah, well, thank you. I'm glad you did. Welcome on in, Carolyn. Now I got to get the glue off, and I'm going to turn around so you can see her. So there's our lady. It's what the heck. Okay, we're going to close that for a minute. And we're going to scoot this up here for a second. And we are going to put some of those on. But where did I stick it? Oh my goodness. Here it is. By the powers of the Prep Fairies. Ta-da! But we're going to use another product. Make sure that's out of the way so y'all can see it. I don't know how many has ever tried this, but I really like it. And I got glue dripped everywhere. What the heck? It is called Folk Arts Dragonfly Glaze. And this one has a violet, blue, green shift. So to give our top piece that's going onto the box a little something something, we're going to put some, but I think we're only going to put it on our black here. So I did use our caviar on here. I did use for the lighter pink, the pink champagne, and for the darker pink, minus that, I used the soft pink. I don't know where Renee is. Thank you. So what I'm going to do is get a little bit, and it comes out white. And this I got off of Amazon, but I think, and Tina's on here, I think still. Yes, it is. The pink champagne is really light, but I like it. I think you can, I got them off of Amazon, but I think you can get them at Hobbies, maybe? It's either Hobbies or Michael's. But it's really, I like it. It's really cool. Because as you're going to see, as it's wet here, can you already see the difference? Just wait till it gets dry. It's even nicer, I think. It was Michael's? Okay, I'm not sure then if Hobbies has it, but I know Hobbies does have some folk art stuff, so they probably do. But thanks, Mickey. Trading for y'all. Like I said, all day, no problem. Now, all of a sudden, it decides it's going to do this. What the heck? So, as you can see, and it doesn't take long to dry. It's just like the paint. So you can do it with your heat gun also. But this way I figure it give our black color a little something something. Hi, Franima. Welcome. Oh, Walmart has them also? I haven't looked at Walmart. I'm just impressed that when I've gone into Walmart that they have all that fabric that they do. And they've even stepped it up some, in my opinion, on their floral. Okay, so we're going to put that off on the side. Take our little heat gun. And dry this up, and then y'all will see. I think it's pretty. So can y'all see how it gives it that little something something? I think it's pretty. So we'll move that out of the way. We'll bring this back over here for a minute. Bring our little box back. Well, not little, but our box back. And we are going to put right here up on top. So just for securing purposes, thanks, Tina. Thanks, Sandy. We are going to use Stick Fast and the glue gun, and hopefully this time I don't drop any on my leg. Because y'all don't know this, but I'm sitting here in shorts. So it kind of burned a little. Hi, Casey. Gonna hold that for a second, make sure it secures. While it's doing that, I got these from Hobbies, and they're like little stickers. And I thought, oh, those would be cute to put on here. So let's turn our box a little bit. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate it. And I'm going to do them a little bit of a different way each time. Put some up here and around. And we're not done yet. I got a couple other things that we're going to do. Trying to see which one would look good right there in the middle. If it'll come off. There it goes. I'm not going to stick any on the back only because I'm going to put one right there. So there's that. Now for the best part, I think we're going to add some bling. So let me measure this up. My door's opening. Thanks, James. Hi, Becky. So we're going to have that. And then hopefully that won't fall. And if it opens, that's okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, Levon. Yeah, Ken mowed the yard earlier because we're supposed to be getting more rain. Go figure, right? I think that's the motto for April and May. Rain. Might have got that one a tad bit crooked. Oh, that worked out perfectly. The roll's almost gone. And I did get these at Hobbies, y'all. Just in case anybody wants any. Not putting any on the back because I think the front is all that needs it. And the sides. So now we have some bling there. But we're not done yet. Keep trying to keep track of the time. I'm cutting some of this. And I need 4 of them, so I'm just going to take this for a measure. Old man must have been talking about James. I just saw old man. James is definitely not an old man. So I don't know. I know there's some new people on here and don't know a whole lot about myself. But Ken is my husband, and he's the one who's on here. As some of you know, he does create, and he hasn't crafted for a while because he got his job changed. But he does come on. That's okay. He does come on sometimes, and I'm trying to get him to come back on the weekends. Grandpa. I have 3 kids myself, and Ken has 2. My children range in the ages of, well, the oldest is 40. My second oldest is 38. And my son, who is the youngest, we have 6 grandchildren. The oldest is 21. Then the next is 18, 16, 12, 10, and 6. So if anybody's grandma and grandpa, that would be us. I'm probably going to have to take my X-Acto knife to get. Hold your breath, y'all. I don't want to cut myself. Yay! So we got a little bling there now. Yes, it is nice to be a grandma. And I'll be honest, it's sometimes, you know, I love that my grandkids are getting older in that and they can do more things. But I kind of miss when some of them were the babies and the toddlers. Some of that is the fun times. You know a lot about... James, you think you know a lot. You probably don't know half of it. Just saying. Unless you've been Facebook stalking, then you might know some. Hopefully I don't cut myself. I'm living dangerous here with the X-Acto. I got, what, 4 minutes? And let's see, the grandkids, the younger ones they're all out of school right now. We just had one of the grandkids graduated here from high school yesterday, but and my son and daughter-in-law, by keep watching them for them. I'm really impressed, and I don't want to say it until I finish that one, that I did not cut myself with this. Woohoo! So there's our bling. Now, just because I like purple, we are putting some purple in here because she is going to put, or I'm going to put, pretending it's my box, her little letter to herself. We have a little, what do you call it, I can't say it, atomizer. So you got the black and the little pink in there. This is all her little something-somethings. And I just thought that was cute because it was pink, so what the hey. She has her little bracelet with black and sparklies in there. Of course, who doesn't love pearls? So we got our little pink pearls. And if we wanted to, we could put, but this would take up a whole lot of the box, so we're not going to. But that was another little something-something that we had there. So I may go ahead and afterwards, this is our little like keepsake box. We may go ahead afterwards, and I may go ahead and put some more bling back here anyway, because I think it might just finish it off, but I'm not sure. We could only do it in the back here, and I'd have to get more, and why not? We'll just go ahead and do it now. I'll get some more, and we'll put it on the back here. Make sure I'm doing the right side. Thanks, Tina. I appreciate it. So again, following me is Sarah with Booksy and Buttons. Thank you, Lisa. I thank you, Stephanie and Lois, for inviting me. Here is my keepsake box. Of course, like I said, I had to add a little purple because that's my favorite color. But go ahead and refresh your page. If you haven't joined the Wild Honey group, go ahead and do it. It's free. And go over and watch Booksy and Buttons Designs with Sarah. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Love y'all. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.